Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the press conference of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Please ask your questions. Thank you, Mr. President. Yesterday, the 8th China International Import Expo was held. This year, the Expo has become a new show. AI hearing aids, cyber drones, electric cars, and the first-hand products of Peru's desert juniper are everywhere. Foreign exporters have said that the Expo is not only a bridge for economic and trade relations, but also a bridge for China to share opportunities and develop together. I would like to hear your final comments. Thank you. We are very happy to see that the Expo has been held for 8 consecutive years. Open cooperation and mutual benefits have become a common impression of the Expo. This year, 155 countries, regions, and international organizations, as well as 290 world's top 500 companies and industries, have participated in the Expo. The number of companies participating in the Expo has increased by more than 600 last year. The exhibition area and the total number of companies are rising. Among them, 170 overseas companies and 27 institutions have participated in the Expo year after year and have become the voice of the Expo. Global companies have brought in 61 new products, new technologies, and new services to the Expo. More than 200 of them have become the world's first products. According to the annual expected sales volume, they have exceeded $8,034 billion. The Chinese market has become a testing ground for global open cooperation and technological innovation, a profit-making and application field. The Expo is a bridge between the Chinese economy and the world economy. The speed and innovation of the Expo bring opportunities to the world. More and more countries have taken part in the Expo. As Prime Minister Li Qiang said at the opening speech of the Expo, the better the Expo, the more important it is to stand with the world. Since ancient times, the Chinese people have always known that the faster the poison moves, the farther the poison moves. Open tolerance has always been a cultural characteristic of the Chinese people. Facing the current international economic and trade situation, the Chinese people are facing instability and uncertainties. China embraces free trade with a clear vision and insists on mutually beneficial cooperation, striving to promote the world's development with China's opportunities. Recently, the China-US Security Council has proposed to expand high-level external openness and create a new situation for cooperation and win-win cooperation. The latest data show that China's goods trade has been the world's first in 8 consecutive years. This year, China has maintained growth for 9 consecutive months. This confirms China's strong determination and confidence in open cooperation. China is a co-creator of global opportunities, a co-builder of open platforms, and a shareholder of development achievements. We will continue to promote world win-win cooperation with openness and write more wonderful stories of cooperation with the world. Next question. Thank you. This is a question from a reporter from Shenzhen. Recently, the Philippines has been hit by multiple typhoons, causing heavy casualties and property losses. We have noticed that the Chinese embassy in the Philippines issued a statement saying that China has provided assistance to the Philippines. Can you provide more information? Thank you. China has noticed that the Philippines has been hit by typhoons, causing heavy casualties and property losses. We express our condolences to the victims. We express our condolences to the families of the victims and missing persons and to the people who have been affected by the typhoon. In the spirit of humanitarianism and the friendship between the Philippines and the people, China has provided assistance to the Philippines in providing aid and emergency supplies. China's relevant local provinces are also providing assistance to the Philippines in providing aid to the affected areas. We wish the affected people in the area to overcome the difficulties and rebuild their homes as soon as possible. Next question. Can the Foreign Ministry comment on this latest move or reported move by the European Commission in this regard? Thank you. Chinese companies have been operating legally in Europe for a long time and have provided high-quality products and services to European people. They have also made active contributions to the local economic and social development and employment. In the absence of legal basis and factual evidence, the European Commission has used administrative means to forcefully restrict and even prohibit companies from participating in the market. This is a serious violation of market principles and fair competition rules. It is a fact that some countries have forcibly removed high-quality and safe equipment from Chinese telecommunications companies, not only delaying their own technological development, but also causing huge economic losses. In other words, anti-security and politicization of economic and trade issues will hinder technological progress and economic development and harm people. We urge the EU to provide fair, transparent, and non-discriminatory business environment for Chinese companies to avoid harming the confidence of companies to invest in Europe. Next question. Hello? We noticed that on the night of November 10th, there was a car explosion in New Delhi, India, which caused many casualties. The Indian side is currently investigating the incident. What is the Chinese side's comment on this? Were there any Chinese casualties? Thank you. The Chinese side noticed that there was an explosion in New Delhi, India. As far as we know, there were no Chinese casualties. We are shocked by this incident. We express our condolences to the victims. We pay our respects to the families of the victims and the injured. May the injured recover soon. Next question. Thank you. We are from the Japanese television station. A famous Japanese actor, Masahiro Nakazawa, was killed in New Delhi. He starred in the TV series The Son of the Earth. He played the father of Rui Xing. What is the Chinese side's comment on Masahiro Nakazawa? Masahiro Nakazawa starred in the TV series The Son of the Earth. The TV series tells the story of a Japanese war orphan after the victory of the Chinese People's War. We express our condolences to Masahiro Nakazawa and pay our respects to his family. Next question. Thank you. We have a question from a reporter. According to the report, the UN Human Rights Council has decided to hold the fourth round of individual human rights trials in the United States. However, the US representative refused to attend, resulting in the trial not being able to proceed normally. Recently, the UN Human Rights Council unanimously approved a decision to criticize the US for not cooperating with the individual human rights trial mechanism. What is the Chinese side's comment on this? The individual human rights trial mechanism is an important mechanism that is authorized by the UN General Assembly to strengthen human rights communication and cooperation. The UN member states jointly participate in the trial and report on the human rights situation in the country. The US side is trying to ignore the human rights situation of each country in the annual human rights report. On the other hand, the US side refuses to fulfill its obligations and cooperates with the UN. This fully exposes that the US side does not really care about human rights. The UN mechanism is a typical double standard. The Chinese side urges the US side to recover as soon as possible and cooperate with the individual human rights trial mechanism and receive supervision from all parties to actively solve the human rights violations. The Chinese side is willing to implement the global governance initiative proposed by President Xi Jinping as an opportunity to carry out multilateralism with the international community and advocate human rights and promote international human rights and health development. Next question. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum has plans to impose tariffs on Chinese imports, but this has reportedly been delayed until at least December, and that's due to opposition coming from Mexico's private sector, as well as some members of the ruling party. Does the Chinese Foreign Ministry have any comment on Mexico's delay on tariffs on Chinese imports? Thank you. China has always advocated and tolerated economic globalization and has opposed unilateralism, protectionism, discrimination, and disproportionate measures. We strongly oppose the use of various names to frame China and harm China's legitimate interests. We will firmly maintain our own rights and interests. China and Mexico are both important members of the Global South. Cooperation is the essence of China-Mexico economic and trade cooperation. China attaches great importance to the development of China-Mexico relations. Under the current background of individual countries losing tariffs, China and Mexico should strengthen communication and coordination, jointly maintain free trade and multilateralism, jointly promote world economic recovery and global trade development. Thank you.